If you sell products or services to local businesses and are struggling to find new leads, this video is for you. Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you how to scrape Google My Business leads, or better known as Google Maps leads. After this video, you'll be able to turn your Google Maps into a personal automated lead machine. And here's the thing. This is probably the easiest tutorial you'll find on how to scrape Google Maps leads. I will be showing you two methods to achieve the same end result. The first one is completely free and it's relatively simple. It involves using Google search and some Chrome extensions. That's all. The second one may cost a little bit of money, a little more technical know-how is required. It looks something like this, but it will drastically make your scraping much easier, way more effective, and it will allow you to automate a bunch of tasks like sending emails, adding to CRMs like Instantly, etc. Wait till the end to get the entire automation I talk about in the second part of the video, which you can see on your screen, completely for free. Now let's get into the first method. The first method starts with a quick Google search. So let's say we want to find dentists in New York, right? So dentists in New York. We go on more places and we reach the Google Maps page. So when we scroll down, we notice that we have only 10 pages. Each page will have between 10 to 20 results, and that limits Google to 200 results at max. But if we search, for example, Manhattan, New York, let me fix my spelling there, and we go down, we still have 10 pages. So what Google, and this is a sort of a pro tip, is that Google restricts the amount of data it puts out per Google search, regardless of what that Google search is. So if I search dentists in America, it'll still give me 10 pages, so 200 leads. So make sure when you're scraping on Google Maps, make sure to go as detailed as possible and then iterate, right? So you can do dentists in Manhattan, New York, dentists in Brooklyn, New York, and you can go so on and so forth to get as many leads as possible. Now that we have this page open, you want to download a Google Chrome extension called Instant Data Scraper, as you can see on the top right. When we open it, it opens a small screen like this, and you can already see that it has started to pick up what the HTML we have on our screen, and you can see it's put it in a yellow box. So what this yellow box means, it's able to scrape the data inside this yellow box. So you want to show it where that next button is so it can click it itself and run the scrape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a delay of 3 to 5 seconds, and that is more than enough for Google not to catch on to what you're doing, which is scraping. We press locate next button and then we go and click this button. As you can see, everything is getting highlighted. So we click the next button and that's about it. Now we press start crawling. And now you can see automatically on the left, it's going to the next and next page and it started crawling all the pages. I'm going to stop the crawl right now and see what we get. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to see we have all these dentist leads, right? So we're going to copy all. We're going to go into any Google Sheets or Excel and we're going to paste it in and see what we got, right? Now looking through this Google Sheets data, we see that we don't have their phone number or their website in this. What that means is that dentists are not giving their phone number or their email as a first mode of contact, right? So if we go back and see dentists, right, we don't see any contact information on their main page. But for example, if we search lawyers, right? So if we want to reach out to lawyers with our marketing services in Manhattan, we see their website as well, right? Let's scrape lawyers in Manhattan. We'll do the exact same thing. I'm going to run it for 2 pages and then stop it. And now I'm just going to press this button, which is the copy all button. Go into the same sheet we have, delete this data and add our lawyer data. And from here we can see that we now do have their phone numbers and their websites as well, right? So it's just a matter of searching and seeing which type of business is putting out what information on Google Maps that you can scrape. So this is good. We have their phone number and their website. If we run this list through some sort of enrichment tool, just using this website, we'll have the CEO's name and the CEO's data as well. You can use a tool like Find Email to do this exact thing. So if you go over here, it's one of the cheaper options out there. You can find 10 credits for free and then you can use $49 a month for 1,000 credits, which is not bad at all. Now let's move on to the second method, which is actually the main method I want to talk about in this video. Because this is something that I don't think a lot of people are talking about on YouTube, but this is the actual way to get leads that no one is contacting. Everyone is going to Apollo, taking the same 1,000 lead list, sending out the same spray and pray emails and hoping to get more than a 0.5% reply rate, right? And I don't think it's working for people. How you break that system as an agency owner, as a SaaS company, or anyone selling a product to a local business is going where they are advertising, and that's not on Apollo, that's on Google Maps. They want people to find them on Google Maps, right? So how do we do that? So this is what you see on screen is a make.com automation. I don't know if you're aware of how these work, but this is extremely simple. And if you wait till the end of the video, I'll give away this entire script for free. So once you have that script, you press these 3 dots, put import blueprint, and you just put the file which I give you inside this, and you'll get this automation ready built for you. You just connect your Phantom Buster account and your Google Sheets, and that's it. That's all you need. But I'll go through each module so you actually know how it works, and you'll know what we're going to do with this, right? So let's first go to Phantom Buster. Sorry for interrupting your video, but we just started our channel. We're 4 or 5 videos in, and we'd love if you subscribe to this channel and leave a comment. It'll really help us and let us know if we're on the right track. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. So Phantom Buster is a tool that can scrape the internet for certain types of leads. It can scrape LinkedIn, it can scrape Google, Instagram, Twitter. But we're using it for a scrape function, but we're moving that data into Make and then using it for a different reason. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So what we do first is we make a free account on Make. We get a 14-day free trial, and we get, I think, 10 hours of runtime, which is more than enough for you to scrape as many leads as you want, right? So what we do is we build a new Phantom. So if I just go here and say browse Phantoms, right? We press Google, right? And then we do Google Maps search export, right? Use now. So in this, we put our Google Sheets link that we want to fill up. So in this case, I've just put input, copy and paste this link into Phantom Buster, right? So in this, what you're basically looking for is the input search keywords, right? So in this case, so not Plumbers Manhattan, we did lawyers, right? And you set some sort of column name so that Phantom can pick it up. If we see spreadsheet settings, search keyword. So this is already showed up as the column heading. We do save. Now, number of spreadsheet rows to process, which is going to leave that blank. Number of search results, which is going to, you can scrape up to 200 per scrape, which is going to do 3 for now, right? And save. Okay, now once we have this, let's just press launch, and it's already started, and it's going to take 2 minutes or so to complete this. While we do this, let me go ahead and show you the automation. So what this automation is doing is it's checking to get a Phantom. What that means is, and this Phantom ID is not correct because we've made a new Phantom right now. So we're actually going to pick up, I believe it is this number here. So after Phantoms, the number that comes up, you put that number here, right? And you save that. So what all this is doing is checking if that Phantom has run. So if this Phantom has run, and we can see it's already extracted the 3 leads, let's actually go ahead and check the leads we want, right? So we have the title, we have the Google rating, we have the address, we have the website, we have phone number, we have everything we need at this point, right? In terms of data. We're checking if we have this Phantom and if it's already run. Once we get that data, we make an HTTP request to Phantom Buster to get this data, right? And I'm just scrolling through each of the modules so you guys can copy it if you want, but I'm also giving this away. So don't worry if you don't understand what's going on screen. Once we have this data, we put this through an iterator. What an iterator does is it breaks up multiple points of data into separate pieces of data that we can export into separate rows of Google Sheets, or we can put into Airtable, or we can send emails to, etc. Then we do add row on Google Sheets. So we put this information that we've received into Google Sheets, right? In separate row. That's all. So all we're doing with this automation is we're pulling from Phantom Buster all the information we scrape and putting that into Google Sheets, right? So let me actually just run this once and see what happens. And I'm sure we'll have some sort of break here, but so data, there we go. So we did get their phone numbers, but there's a formula error. So you just have to restructure this so that it doesn't put in a formula, but it just puts this phone number in regular number format. Now, where does this automation get interesting? This automation gets interesting once you realize that in front of this, you can add a module, and that module can do anything, right? It can enrich data enrich a contact through multiple API calls we can make. We can make a call to ZoomInfo or Better Contact or Lemlist to get all the emails of everyone. After we have these emails, we can also go into Gmail. We can send mails to each of these people. But before that, what we can even do, take an OpenAI key, right? And we can say, for example, message an assistant. So what we can do is run this Phantom Buster, Send this information into ChatGPT, ask it to personalize each and every email based on the information we have about the person. So for example, we have a lawyer who's from New York, who's open 3 days a week, right? We can start the email by saying, hey, I saw you open 3 days a week, so I wanted to catch you on the day you're open, and then start your email, right? And that ChatGPT can do very easily. And after that, once we have those personalized first lines, we can then put up the Gmail module to send these emails out. All completely automated, all at scale, and all completely for free, right? It may cost you a very small amount of money to maybe enrich the leads, or it may cost you a very small amount of money to get a Google business account so that you can connect it to this and start sending emails. But other than that, this is a completely good to go system to turn Google Maps into your personal lead list and into your personal automation machine so you can start getting clients. Now, as promised, if you go down to the description, you'll see a link. When you open it, it looks something like this. Just put in your first name and email here, and it'll take you to a Google Drive folder with all our resources, including free subject lines that we've used and have really worked for us, including LinkedIn personalization tools, and also this script, this Phantom Buster script that we made. Also, if you want to work with us, there's another Tally form in the description. Fill it out, see if we're a good fit for each other, and see if you want to work with us. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.